Hello my dudes, dudettes, and everything in between. Welcome back to Cloud Games. And today we're going to be continuing on through our Let's Play of Final Fantasy XIV. In the last episode, we managed to bring back Flahaman and convince Minfilia to leave the Waking Sands, and now we're going to begin moving here to the Rising Stones. But first, let's start off with Amdapor Keep, the next dungeon in our game. Words, like all the words. Alrighty. This is a fun dungeon. Try and make sure you kill the lunatic follower that has the staff first, because he casts Void Summon, or Void Call. And if you don't kill him fast enough, he summons a Void Sim. Which you could let happen if you want the extra experience, but most of us are just kind of like, let's get it. That's one less enemy we have to really worry about. Is going on ahead, which is fine. I should be able to keep up with healing. Alrighty. Same deal here, kill the one with the staff. Or run so far ahead. Okay. Oh my gosh, my gear is not helping me with this. I didn't realize how hard it would be to actually heal this under geared. I love it. I should go under geared more often. But then again, I also don't have all my abilities. Pretty simple. He'll summon the real mini boss for this area, but you still gotta kill him. And then that guy. Do you remember that guy? Yeah, he was the very first dungeon boss we ever fought. I know. Throwback. He does next to no damage. There's no reason to. He does an AoE, but nothing me and Eos can't handle. After a minute, or whatever, he'll summon that giant megalith marionette. Don't worry about it, just focus on him. It does an AoE, so you'll have to move out of it eventually, but just keep focusing down the guy. You'll be fine. Alrighty. Gonna put on a shield before those guys pop up out of nowhere. Nope, I didn't want. I want the murder. Alright, this probably is my limit, my dude. This is my. Alright, why are you taking damage? Not bad, not bad, not bad. I don't know why she's only. I honestly don't know why she's only taking this group. We've been taking group to group to group. Alright, so this is gonna be a little difficult. I thought it was gonna be difficult. Never mind. Alright. The wall. Demon wall. He attacks everyone and anyone, so the tank really doesn't. So you'll just have to pay attention to health. He does that in middle, then outer, middle, then outer. After the second time, he'll do a knockback that you need to make sure you are in the center of him. Otherwise, you will get yeeted off the side of the platform. There we go. Yeah, because if you're over there where the monk was, yeah, you would have gone straight off the edge. Yeah, man, none of the gear in here is worth getting. Alright, so this is a long pull, like it's a lot of groups. I don't know how he's gonna do it. A lot of times what we'll do is we'll go all the way over there. But I'm not quite sure how far he's going to take it. Or no, I'm sorry. Normally they take it to here, where these two are. And they grab that Dalaloon. Okay, dude. No, no, no! We die, it's on him. Yeah, that was a thing. I don't know why. Um, the I don't know why Alright, this dude's taking a little bit more than I can handle. Alright, dude. Now you're just being stupid. There's no way I can get you to full health. Like, now you're just being stupid. Nope. There's only so much I can do as a fucking scholar, my dude. And I don't even know if he used a cooldown. Yeah, whoops. Yeah. Whoops. So with the ultimate invuln for the Dark Knight, as soon as their health hits 0, they go into a state of called Living Dead. If you do not heal them up to 100% health within the span of 8 seconds, something like that, they die. And they keep taking damage during that entire thing. So the only... Hold on. Alright. Very easy. Do not face him. Oh, you need to face him on the side, because he doesn't... Alright, you're an asshole. You can get better gear? Really? I had no idea. You don't need to hide. It's not that... Did not stand behind him, did not stand behind him. I love how he says, like, we'll get them. You do understand that takes time. Get them. Easier said than done, my dude. Easier said than done. I'm not giving it to you. Hey, oh, yeah, little fucker. I know. Alright. So now we can get... the bracelet. Beats. Alrighty. Now continue on with our story. Oh yeah, I need to do that too. We'll get there. Alright. I was told to expect a scion, but I didn't expect it to be you. It has been far too long, Clive. You have something for me, yes? Mm-hmm. Let's see now. Yes, everything appears to be in order. You'll be staying with us for a while, yes? Would that we had a dozen more like you. Since we don't though, you'll just have to you'll have the work of a dozen men. Heh, you better. I'm not doing a dozen men's work. Alright, yeah. That. I'm using the story missions to get gear for Summoner, dungeons to get gear for, Scholar. Thoughtborn would show you around the Scion's soon-to-be home in Revenant's Toll. Back to do the work of a dozen men, I see. But I know you just made that joke. Even I can appreciate that an important man such as yourself has little time for menial tasks. But since you're here, maybe you'd be keen on having a look around the Scion's new home. See that impressive structure over there? That's the place. It was originally built to house a branch of the guild, you see. As such, it comes complete with a tavern where adventurers can rest from the road, fill their bellies with a good food and drink, and their ears with tales of fortunes to be had about the realm. It may get a bit raucous at times, but I imagine it'll be as good as a place as any to recruit capable men and women to your cause. Come with me, I'll show you around. Is that you, Clive? I'm quite sorry to interrupt, but I have most urgent news. We received grim tidings from Gridania. It appears our aid is required at once. I must ask you to report back to the Waking Sands with all due haste. Everything quite alright, friend? I can't say I'm privy to the details, but it would appear this is no time for a leisurely tour. But no worries, you can rest assured I'll see to all necessary arrangements. Pray return any time you have after you've seen to your more pressing matters. Got it. Alrighty. That was a huge chunk cut out, because we used to have to come here and do all these side missions, and then we finally get called to Gridania or Tatu or wherever. But first, this guy. Legacy of Alag. An oddly garbed man visiting Revenant's Toll has some information which might be of interest to an experienced adventurer. Do I know you? Unless I am very much mistaken, you are the famed adventurer who bested the Garlean Empire's general, are you not? The great Clive Jet himself. Amazing, and more than a little serendipitous. One might even call it fate. I recently received word of a truly unique opportunity. You see, an opportunity the like of which none but one of your proven worth could take advantage. The reward? Not less than the accumulated knowledge of a fallen civilization. The risk? A single misstep could cost you your life. But what is a little danger to a storied hero such as you? A man with absolute confidence in his own ability stands to profit handsomely from this venture. No, I crave no recompense for my part in bringing this opportunity to your attention. The historic discoveries you shall make will be reward enough, I assure you. If my words have fanned the flames of your curiosity, then I bid you seek a man by the name of Rambros at St. Cognac's Spine. If it is he who stands at the doorway to untold marvels, awaiting the arrival of a champion bold enough to march across the threshold. Alright, so even if you're doing nothing but the story, you're not unlocking dungeons, no. I recommend doing this little mini story arc. It'll become clear way late in the game, but trust me, do it. Do this little story arc. Alright. Oh, right, flying. I'm stupid. Alright, that's a levy, right? Yeah, levies. Okay. And if you remember this dude from our summoner stories, missions? Same thing. Why, it was in Clive Judd himself. I was not expecting such a celebrated guest. To what do I owe the honor of this visit? You are directed here, you say, by a man clad in foreign garb. Well, the opportunity he spoke of must surely refer to our latest anthropological endeavor. Quite how he came to know of it is another matter. All knowledge of this project was supposed to be restricted to my organization. But that is something for me to ponder in private. You are here now, and your services will, I am certain, prove invaluable. I must warn you, however, that the venture we have in mind is no simple excavation. An unprepared or uncautious adventurer could very well find himself in an unplanned and unpleasant journey to Thal's solemn halls. Knowing this, do you still wish to lend us your cooperation? Sure. I rather thought you would say that. Your courage is scarcely a secret. Now, the first... Live! I thought it was you. Oh god, it's you. What brings you to St. Cognac's? Don't tell me. The Alliance has sent you on another realm-shaking, history-making mission to lay low an apparently insufferable foe. Insuperable... Superable? Foe. Yes? No? Ah, I see you two are acquainted. That is well. Master Garland, our intrepid hero here caught wind of the forthcoming expedition and has kindly pledged to assist us. He has he? Glad to have you aboard, Clive. You don't have the faintest idea what you volunteered for, do you? Very well, let us begin at the beginning. The Sons of St. Cognac are tasked with unearthing the secrets of the long-fallen Allegan Empire, and this present endeavor aims to delve more deeply into the civilization's mysteries than ever before. Ah, but I know that look. In the event that you feel ill-equipped to contribute much to the subject of Allegan archaeology, I invite you to recall your encounter with the Ultima weapon. The mechanical monstrosity represented a feat of engineering far beyond aught Garlemald can presently achieve. Nero Scava simply awoke it. I mention this by way of reminder that you have had what one might term extensive first-hand experience with a notable Allegan relic. In short, you're practically an archaeologist. Go me. A destructive archaeologist. That's a new thing. Now, to the core of the matter. Here in Mordona, there stands an entire Allegan structure which we have yet to investigate. I speak, of course, of the Crystal Tower. After witnessing the destructive capabilities of the Ultima weapon, and the Lesser Moon Dalamun before it, it seems wise to treat any remnants from that era with the utmost caution. They must be analyzed, monitored, and, above all, kept from falling in the wrong hands. To put it plain, I have no wish to see another megalomaniacal legatus wield one of these weapons. It was this thought which first moved me to contact the Sons and propose that the tower be explored. For several millennia, the Crystal Tower remained hidden, buried deep underground, but like so many other things that were better left undisturbed, the structure was freed from its stony prison by the great upheaval which accompanied the coming of the Seventh Umbral era. It now stands revealed in all its splendor, gleaming a spear of crystal pointed at the bosom of the heavens. We believe the tower to be the repository of much of the ancients' wisdom. Unfortunately, its entrance is guarded by formidable defenses, and we cannot so much as peep through the keyhole, much less set foot inside. These defenses take the form of 8 statues carved into the likeness of giant swordsmen. The Ancient Sentinels, as the Scions are wont to call them, is the first barrier we must overcome. Why not simply fly over them in the airship, you ask? I've been tried before. Any vessel that ventures too close to the tower is blasted out of the air. We either destroy those statues or the front door is forever beyond our reach. My colleagues and I are ill-suited to negotiating such deadly hazards. Thus, if we are to gain access to the Tower secrets, we must needs employ the services of an experienced adventurer. It will be difficult and dangerous, Clive, but I can think of no finer man for the task. If I did not know better, I'd say you had a taste of these deadly escapades. I look forward to working with you again. There is much more to be done before we can begin the expedition proper. Take some time to prepare yourself, and I shall explain the challenges that lie ahead. Alright, so yeah, this is going to be a semi-long mission series, this little one, but we won't do it all in one go. Our first objective is to reach the entrance to the Crystal Tower. As I previously mentioned, however, that will prove no easy task. The entrance is guarded by powerful dense mechanisms, each utilizing one of the four elements of fire, water, wind, and earth. Anyone attempting to simply stroll past these unsleeping sentinels invites swift obliteration. Based on Master Garland's analysis, however, we are reasonably certain that the attacks of these lethal contraptions can be reflected using the crystal of the corresponding element. Naturally, these crystals must be of surpassing clarity, free of the slightest impurities, much like the flawless specimens which used by the beastmen of their primal summoning rituals. Mayhap I should have said exactly like the specimens they used. Were there any other way, we would not ask you of this, but we need someone to enter the Beast Tribe strongholds and liberate their perfect crystals. For the moment, we would have you focus on obtaining 2 of the 4 crystals we require. Pray make for Lenoska, where both the Sapsa spawning grounds and Ungamora mines are located. You will be certain that the materials used in the Beastmen's sacred rituals will be well defended. Whether you choose to venture there alone or with companions, I shall leave to your discretion. But whatever you do, please be careful. Alright, so we'll do that along the way, but we're not going to focus on it just yet. But we need to go back to, yeah, the Waking Sands. Thankfully, I still have 19 tickets. Oh, Totoro, there you are. A messenger from the Twin Adder came to the Waking Sands while you were in Mordona. I wasn't privy to his conversation with the antecedent, but I did see the look on her face after she took his leave. Something is definitely amiss. Could it be the exile of summoned Garuda again? Or mayhap Imperial forces have been sighted within the Shroud? Well, whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain it is nothing you can't handle. Now go and ask the antecedent if there's anything you can do. Alright, sure. Why not? Alright, Minfilia. I knew this day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. We have reason to believe that another primal, or an entity resembling one, has been summoned in Gridania. Thine arrival is customarily timely, Clive. The etheric waves leave little room for doubt. Thy talents will be needed ere long. If there be truth to my suspicions, 'tis a familiar foe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex. We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Urianger says, the readings bear a strong resemblance to ones observed more than 5 years ago, though I had hoped the Mughals guard beyond such follies. Suffice it to say, this disturbance warrants a full investigation. Thy presence hath been requested by Commander Julio. He awaiteth thee at the Adder's Nest. Pray hasten to Gridania, Clive. Ida and Papalymo will rendezvous with you there. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Okay. Alright, before we do that, we're going to go ahead and grab the final hard mode trial. Right over here. Y'shtola, my girl! would entrust you with a titanic task of defeating a greatly strengthened Ringo. So both Ifrit and Garuda are now vanquished by your hands. Truly, you have earned yourself the rest. Would that you had the luxury of time to enjoy it. It pains me to say that the Titan is also returned, and with a vengeance, as was the case with its primal brethren. He has grown stronger than he was before. When I went about my investigation, all indications suggested that the kobolds were nowhere near ready to resume their summoning rites. But it turns out they were deceiving us. I should have known better. The kobold subterranean domain runs deep, and they can easily hoard crystals, with our being none the wiser, and a vast hoard it must have been. Till now, Garuda was the most powerful among the 3 recently active primals, but according to our latest readings, Titan has usurped that honor. A primal's might is determined by 2 factors: the amount of crystals it has gorged upon and the fervor of its believers. I would like nothing more than to measure precisely how strong the Lord of Christ has become, but I fear the time for such prudence has run out. We have already received an official request for assistance for the Maelstrom, and as you might expect, it is addressed to you. For your previous encounter with Titan, you traveled to his domains by the way of Aetheryte first discovered by the Company of Heroes. Sad to say, this Aetheryte no longer seems to respond. But do not despair, for the Maelstrom has reportedly found another in its place. You will want to speak with Commander Riki at Maelstrom Command for the details. I cannot stress this enough, but Titan has grown fierce and strong. See to it you spare no preparation. Alrighty. But I think... let's see what we got. We gotta go to Gridania, and then we have to go to... blah, but we also need to unlock the next dungeon, so... alright, but I think that's all the time I got for you guys today. Thank you for watching. Hope to see y'all next time.